Hey, Sean McMahon here. Today we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of damage restoration marketing. We're going to talk about 3 do's and 3 don'ts. But first, let's start off with the don'ts, because I do not want you guys to focus on these things for your damage restoration marketing. The first don't is do not just rely on referral marketing. Plumbers are great. TPA work is great. Pay-per-lead companies, great. But if you just rely on referral marketing, you're asking for trouble. Those relationships can end and will end, and you'll be left with nothing. You have to have multiple fishing poles in the water, and so don't just rely on referral marketing. The second don't, if you have never ran Google Ads for water damage, mold, fire, do not do it yourself. I promise you, you will waste a lot of money very quickly. And if that guy down the street or that gal down the street tells you that they can run pay-per-click ads for you and they've never done it before, run, okay? And that goes to the third don't. Do not work with the local kid or the person down the street or the local marketing company that does marketing for everybody, okay? They will waste your time and your money. Time is money, right? So if they don't have experience in the damage restoration industry, they will waste both of it. I promise you, you do not want to pay them to learn how to target or attract business for you in the damage restoration space, because you will waste a lot of money. Now let's get to the do's. Okay, so the do's. Do have multiple fishing poles in the water. Thinking about it this way, you're sitting on the bank, you got one pole in the water, just referrals, I'm just working with TPA, I'm just doing plumbers. What if those end, right? You're left with nothing. You have to build a brand for your company. Referrals, networking, and internet marketing, you need to have 3, 5, 10 fishing poles in the water in order, so that way one doesn't dry up, right? The second do use internet marketing to establish a brand for your company. I can say that because that's what I do, but I can promise you we've helped multiple companies grow from nothing to multi-million-dollar companies, and from already established million-dollar companies to multi-million. So what you do need to do is, yes, have those relationships, but also make sure you have a Google Maps listing. Make sure you are verified on Google local service ads. If you're wanting pay-per-click ads, you're hiring somebody and you're working with somebody that knows the industry and is not wasting your money. And utilize social media for brand recognition. Those are 4 different pieces there. Obviously, you need a website. You don't have to have a massive website, but you do have to have a website that talks about what you do and where you do it. Think about it. I wrote this book back here, and what does it say? Internet Marketing for Restoration Contractors. That's the title of my book. What's the title of your website say? Look at the title of your website. Does it say what you do in the area that you do it at? If it doesn't, fix it immediately. And third, the final do, answer the phone professionally. Every single time I bring on a client or we work with a new client, that is one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself, is answer the phone professionally and say, how can I help you with your water damage problem, right? And do not miss the phone calls. People are calling you for an emergency. I can't tell you how many times I've seen missed phone calls that cause you to lose thousands of dollars, right? And then the second piece is follow up with those calls that come in. Sometimes they're calling about mold and fire and those things like that. Follow them up with a text message. Send them a text message and say, hey, I was just checking if there's anything I missed, right? If it's emergency water damage, obviously you want to end up at their doorstep, right? And help them out immediately. But sometimes people are calling around, right? So you have to follow up with those leads. And then finally, about this answering the phone professionally, is you have to track your lead source. If you do not know where your calls are coming from, whether they're plumbers, TPAs, lead generation companies, from your own marketing, from your Google Maps listings, from paid ads, you have no way to track the return on investment, whether that time or the money that you're investing in that is actually resulting into jobs. So what you want to do is track the name, why they called, water damage, mold, whatever it may be, right? You want to also track how much it cost you to generate that job, and then what that job got you in sales. Okay, so those are 3 do's and 3 don'ts of damage restoration marketing. Talk with you soon.